Hello and welcome students and staff. My name is Jada.
And my name is Michael.
And this is the Mahal News Network, a special program that features news and announcements from Mahal 3. Our school year started September 5th. We have welcomed the new class of 6th graders to Mahal 3. We also have new 7th and 8th graders. You'll be hearing from them a little later in the show. But first, Michael, what is the news for Mahal 3?
This year, Mahal 3 has started IB Learner Profile. The Learner Profile includes habits and qualities to make us a successful person, such as knowledgeable and balanced. Jada, what's your favorite learner profile?
My favorite learner profile is communication and caring because I feel like students need to learn how to communicate and care for one another.
That was a good one, Jada. Mine's just Staker because I think about philosophical questions.
But now, it's time for our learner profile spotlight. Each episode, we are going to spotlight one learner profile so you guys can learn it. Now over to you, Haisa and Karina.
Hello, my name is Haisa and I will hamper Karina. Today we'll be interviewing Ms. Lacey about her perspective on care.
I'm Ms. Lacey. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Karina?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. We wanted to start with the question, what does caring mean to you?
I think caring is one of my favorite emotions. If you look on an emotion wheel or emotion chart, I think the first thing that comes to my mind when someone asks what is of character of mine, I think caring. I usually say caring is like my superpower. So I think that's just my favorite emotion to speak on. A lot of people find it hard to show that they care, even though they really may care inside. And I feel like with that, it just shows you that it takes hard work, right? And it takes other people showing you that they care for you to express that. So I think it's a superhero character.
What advice would you give us for those someone who is not showing care?
I think you have to talk to them to see how they feel about things in life in general, and let them know that it's okay to show emotions. Like I mentioned, not everyone is easily able to express that side of them. It could be because of something traumatic happened in life, or it could just them not being able to show that they really care. So I think you should let them know that it's okay and be vulnerable. Vulnerability is hard, but I think once you show them that you're vulnerable, they can meet you halfway.
Okay, another question I have is, do you have to work on being caring and you think it comes naturally?
I don't think it comes naturally. I think it does take a lot of work. Some people, lucky for them, they're just a caring individual. But you have people who care inside and just needs work. It takes for two people to just meet each other halfway to say, hey, look how vulnerable I'm being. It's okay for me to be vulnerable. And from there, they become comfortable with how vulnerable you are. And next thing you know, they're showing they care 24/7.
How do you think we can make our community a more caring place?
I think in order for us to make this a caring community, we should be consistent in recognizing people for caring. Like, you know how you give kudos to people that when they do good stuff? I think you should recognize individuals for being a caring individual. You do something that I feel like is caring, I should say, hey, Karina, thank you for being that person. Thank you for showing this person you care. And just make it a consistent thing, not just 1 week or the next month. We should consistently make that a thing of our school. I think sometimes we start things and we just don't follow through, and it becomes lost in translation. But once you make it a part of the school, you know how the school has a motto? A part of the motto should be that we are a caring environment and that we recognize people for being caring and showing each other that they care.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Lacey. That's all for today. Thank you for answering our question.
Anytime.
Thank you guys, that was great. Do you know what month it is, Michael?
October?
Yes, that's right. It's Hispanic Heritage Month. Hispanic Heritage Month is an important month for our community. Daphne and Sarah are going to share with us a little bit about what we are going to look forward for our school-wide celebration this month. Over to you, Daphne and Sarah.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month, Daphne.
Thank you, Sarah.
What is one of your favorite part of your culture?
Well, I'm from Dominican Republic. I like how my family gets together and we celebrate with dances when we put on special dresses with the color of flags. Do you know a cultural dish named sancocho?
No.
Well, it's like a cooked stove soup where you can put different ingredients in, like corn, plátanos, and even different type of meats if you want. It's delicious.
Oh, that sounds really good. Today we're here with Miss Mercedes, Miss Elmore, and Miss Vargas and Miss Medina to learn more about Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. How are you doing today, Miss Mercedes?
Very well on this beautiful day. Thank you for asking.
How about you, Miss Elmore?
I'm doing very well.
Miss Vargas?
I'm good as well. Thank you.
Miss Medina?
I'm good as well. Thank you for having us.
Well, today here we're going to find out what's the school celebration plans for Hispanic Heritage Month this month. What is our school plans?
So I'm involved in the dancing part of the show. We're currently practicing 2 days a week, about an hour and a half each day. And we're going to incorporate many dances from different cultures. We're going to have some cumbia, some merengue, dembow. We're going to have a good celebration at the end with a song that incorporates all cultures. So we're very excited about that.
That's nice. What about you, Ms. Vargas?
Well, currently we did a little activity and advisory with some of the students where they had to color in either pictures of some important flags from Hispanic Heritage Month, or I believe it was some like cultural dresses, right, or dishes. So that's what we've started doing so far. And I know, Ms. Elmore, you had more.
So we designed many activities. One of the activities is a lot of fun activity. It was the piñata. The piñata, just to give you a little bit of background, the piñata was created in Mexico, but it's popular in all Latin American, in general, in all Latin American culture. So that's one of the activities that we have created. Another activity is mask. The students were responsible to paint or coloring masks using their countries.
And to celebrate the different success of Hispanics and how they have influenced the culture, we have a variety of different Hispanics and Latin Americans that have contributed to society. So you have artists, scientists, and writers, and so students found poems based off the biographies, even baseball players, and so they're having fun creating their poems, and they'll be read. The top ones will be read during that celebration.
That sounds like a lot of fun. What would students do if they're interested in participating in Hispanic Heritage Month?
Well, in advisory, students have already started participating by acknowledging the 21 countries that represent the Spanish countries that declared independence for this month. And the students already started participating by creating these poems.
Elaborating what Ms. Mercedes is saying, yes, in advisory, the students also start painting the flags, the 21 countries that they are part of the Hispanic celebration.
We did extend invitations to all grades to participate in the dances. And so we chose those students who turned their permission slips and decided to work with us. So that's the process. So at this point, we're all set, ready to go, ready to dance, ready to party.
Well, there you have it, folks. We'll see everyone at the big show, and we hope you enjoy it. Bye!
Thank you so much, ladies. It's clear we have a lot to look forward to this month.
We want to take this opportunity to shout out the students with perfect attendance of the month September. As you can see, about over 40 students had perfect attendance in the month September. These students will be receiving an ice cream treat in the upcoming lunch. Congratulations. For those who are aiming perfect attendance in the month of October, not only you have to be in school every day, but you have to be on time.
And now it's time for our students voice segments. Each episode, we will be featuring different students sharing their thoughts on an issue. In this opening episode, 8th graders will be giving their advice to 6th graders for doing well in middle school. Take it away, 8th graders.
My advice to the 6th graders is to have good behavior and don't get into fights or have arguments with anybody, and don't drag it to social media. If you have an issue with somebody, just tell any staff in the Maha building.
Hi 6th graders, my advice to you guys is to be respectful to others, have integrity, and be honest.
A piece of advice I would give to a 6th grader is to always try your hardest no matter what.
My advice to the 6th graders is not to listen to what others say to you.
An advice I'll give to the 6th graders is to ask questions no matter how stupid the question is, because that's part of learning.
A piece of advice I would like to give to the upcoming 7th graders is to always think about your action before you actually do it.
An advice I would give to a 6th grader is to not stress over things too much, because then that leads to overthinking, and then it's just going to mess everything up.
Okay, one more, Michael.
I'd like to give a shout out to Ms. Mazur and Ms. Paliota in the Individuals and Societies department, because they always try to infuse students' cultures and history throughout their curriculum.
And I also shout out the teachers for doing their job as well. They be with us. And
a person who I would like to shout out is Davian, who's always asking questions in class and always has his hand up.
I wanted to shout out the students and staff for having such an open mind to all these new ideas that have been presented to them, with using IB and BMEA to coordinate with each other, plan lessons, and work together this year. Everybody's been very open-minded and very positive. So I look forward to a good, great year with all of you.
And I want to shout out Angela for being caring and giving compassion and being respectful to other classmates.
A shout out I like to give is to Asata, because she's a risk taker. She's always open to ask questions and help others.
And I want to give a shout out to Ms. Lam, because she's always open-minded and always building a relationship with other students.
A shout out I would like to give is to Mr. Connolly for being principled and not making students feel dumb or less than the rest of the students for asking too many questions.
Caring is one of the essential elements of our IB learning profile. I'd like to shout out all of the students in 6th grade, but especially students in Iona, who are continuously showing caring and respect towards each other since the first day of school this year. Great job, Iona. Keep up the good work. I'm expecting even more caring to happen in our classroom throughout the school year. Nice job.
One of our IB learner profiles is being open-minded, and I would like to give a shout out to Seton Hall, Princeton, and Cornell on having a discussion on our cultures and values.
I would like to shout out Columbia. As we were doing our class norm, you showed that you have a great communication with expectations of what you want to see in the classroom, and you were respecting each other's opinion.
I just want to shout out Columbia, Hofstra, Howard, and City College for being critical thinkers, learning about historical thinking skills starting out, doing an excellent job. Also excellent job with procedures, expectations. Keep up that great work, and we're going to have a great year together. Thank you.